the show. Let's see what has been happening in the wrestling world. Welcome to the show, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The Two Counts, always the best guests in Midwest. The Two Counts, wait time guaranteed because we're the best of the best. Meet Phoenix and JR, Top Shelf Tommy, we're about to start. Welcome to the Two Counts. It's time to dig deep into the wrestling world. Welcome to the Two Counts, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The Two Counts.
The Two Count. The Two Count. Where comedy meets wrestling. Please comment, share, like, and start a hype train for God's sakes. And now, here are the hosts of The Two Count. Comedian John Russell, wrestling broadcaster Big Ace, and everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy.
Yeah! Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see you all. What a week we got going on, and it just keeps getting better. Holy cow. We're going to talk about Madhouse 2, which was held on Saturday down in Knoxville, Iowa. Holy cow, what a show. We've got AEW Dynamite tomorrow night right here in our backyard at the Target Center. We're all going to go. I mean, how could we not? And we've got First Wrestling's Blood, Sweat, and Beers on Sunday. God, I get confused. See, I'm old. I can't go to things anymore. So we're going to talk about all of it. And then next week we'll do a recap of all of it again. But next week we'll have our special guest, Jordan Max, on with us. And that'll be fun to have. There's Tina. Hello, Tina. Good to see you. Look at that. Rudy already gave a shout out to Discount, which is nice. That fat bastard cat.
It's like he knows that you're talking about because he's just staring over here.
Nice. I got to see Discount on Saturday as we headed out, and yep, he's still the same. He's still got that attitude. He's like a real life Garfield in my book.
Yeah, basically.
But Tommy was up at Park Rapids on Friday, and at the Steel Toe anniversary show on Saturday in Rockville. Tommy, how was that?
I don't know if I should dignify any question with a response today because of the outrage on Twitter today.
What outrage?
That I look good or something? What?
You guys forgot to @ me in the post today? Did no one tell you that I was reacting to everything, even though you responded to everything? Do I need to lay it all out on the? Never mind. You know what?
Look, Rudy,
fine.
Rudy put your head up there 4 times. That's got to be worth something for you.
Well, that's because Ran Out of Thoughts knows what they're fucking doing. They're top shelf, baby. See?
I didn't post nothing.
Lies.
I didn't.
Oh, you guys didn't then, huh? Then who's running our social media accounts?
I don't have access to any of them but StreamYard and Twitch.
No one should give you access to anything anyways, JR. You are an old man, and computers are tough for old people is what I've been told.
Hey, did you post this on Instagram, Tommy?
Post what?
The show this week? No. Okay, never mind. You did on Twitter.
I threw out a story this morning, like a good person should.
I put it on Facebook this morning.
Uh-huh. Anyhow, okay, JR, I'll answer your question because I think so many people here want to know. Park Rapids was good. At the American Legion, basically the comedy show opened for the band The Four on the Floor. And if you guys don't know The Four on the Floor, fucking get a hold of yourselves and get out there and go find their music, man. They're a very good band.
They've been around for a while now, huh?
They have been around for a while.
Who were you working with up there?
Ron Lamprecht was the
Nice.
headliner.
Ronnie.
This is
Yeah.
Ace and I have a story about doing
The lost episode.
lost episode. Unique perspective. There's the guy with some crystal balls, baby.
What's up, brother?
Sure.
Yeah.
There used to be a podcast called The Stationary Astronauts that was around for like a year and a half in Rochester. But before we went live, we did a couple of tapings, me and the host, because I was one of the hosts, and it was when I was in the city. So we had JR, and my buddy was friends with Ron, and Ron came over to my house. And 4 of us hashed out a podcast that has never seen the light of day.
And it was awesome too, by the way.
I don't even remember.
Well,
I know
guess-
that's why it was so. I mean, we just.
But Ron's good shit. Too.
Ron's a good guy.
He was with us when we had Gary V in Rochester and Theo Vaughn too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Ron and his gal Holly, they stuck around up that way to visit some of her family the next day. So they left pretty much right after the show. I stuck around for 4 on the floor, but I was spending the weekend at a hotel in St. Cloud area. And if anybody knows geography in Minnesota, St. Cloud and Park Rapids are still not that close together. They're about 2.25 hours apart. But on my way up there, I'm on Highway 10, and they had traffic going down to one lane both ways for about half a mile, and it backed up everybody. And all of a sudden, this Ford van comes right flying down the ramp. And, we end up kind of playing a little bit of cat and mouse back and forth up the highway. And then we get to the back roads going towards Park Rapids. I'm realizing I'm just following this guy all the way. I'm like, I hope he doesn't go to the same place I am. Oh, here we're going to the same place. Here we go. And then I realized when I saw that it was somebody who was going to there, and then, it's probably one of the bands. And then I saw that was 4 on the floor. I'm like, oh, well, fuck me. I got to go talk to these guys. So I did. And shout out to Gabe Douglas, the lead singer. He was the one driving. So
let me ask you, so what are you telling me that you had a bit of a road rage incident with the band that you were going to work with?
No, literally, they rolled through. They got right in front of me. And then we were just going back and forth, like I'd pass somebody, they'd follow along, and then they'd pass me. And then, they'd get stuck behind somebody. I'd pass the 2 of them, and then back and forth. And then, like I said, I had to go say something because it's weird if you follow or play back and forth all the way from St. Cloud, basically, to the same venue and pull in right behind them. So, I went and talked to the guys. They're very cool, very friendly dudes.
Nice. They
have done some stuff with First Wrestling before, so I will see them down the road and talk to them more about possibly maybe coming on here if you guys act nicely. Everybody else can, shove off, I guess. But, that was a Friday night. It was a lot of fun. And then Saturday, got to see some old folk I haven't seen in a while as far as fans of the Steel Toe Morning Show. And gave them a hard time, as I would, because why wouldn't I, to be real honest. And then comedy show. And not everybody was as drunk as I thought they were.
Does that mean you were drunker than you thought you were?
No, it wasn't about me there, JR. So how dare you, by the way? How dare you, you old fuck?
When is it? Wait a minute. When is it not about you?
I mean, this show is all about me. I understand that. And thank you to RVTV Minneapolis with the acknowledgement that I love road rage. I do. It depends on where it's at, though. And when you can't get off the highway and turn off or anything like that, and you're kind of just stuck there in traffic, there's not much you can fucking do about it. So thanks, Tovar. But go follow his channel, not only just here, but also on YouTube. A lot of good RV repair videos out there.
There's one of your idiot fans right there.
And just to let you guys know, if you guys do check out RVTV, their YouTube page, you can see one of our episodes playing in the background at one point. And then also, your boy has appeared on their channel as well. So I'm across all platforms, y'all. Go find me everywhere.
Worldwide.
Bryce Jordan, it's good to have you here. It's all about the top shelf. He's right. Always about the top shelf. Baby.
Oh, yeah. Bryce, we got to talk, bro. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We got to talk.
we always have to talk to Bryce because I mean, when we can have a golden god on here or talking to us, you take the opportunity, you take advantage of that 100%. I'm just not feeling like myself, guys. Maybe I gotta get a couple more beers in me, or maybe
I know you seem a little bit more douchey and down than normal.
I'm gonna take none of those as compliments, and you're dead to me, Jr.
Because they aren't.
Ace,
None of them
I'm only
are
talking to you the rest of the show. Okay.
Okay, let's get into it. Quake
we-
by
Yeah.
the lake.
Yeah.
Let's get into the show tomorrow night, and then we will get into the recap of Madhouse, and we'll catch Tommy up because what
I do need to hear about it.
flipping show! Oh
Yeah.
my goodness!
First of all, I want to say we are all going. And if you are going to the AEW Dynamite show tomorrow night, please come and join us. We're going to go to what is it? Doherty's? No.
O'Donovan's.
O'Donovan's. We're going to O'Donovan's before the doors open. My kid and I are going to probably be up there pretty early. Yeah, absolutely. And but all of us will be there. We'll all be hanging out. We'll all be, coming up with stuff. And if you're not going and you're not in town, we want you to make sure that you look for this sign, because this sign is going to be waved around from the second goddamn row. My son surprised me and got second row tickets. I was going to go sit with these guys and wherever we're sitting, and spend my it was $60 or whatever it was. My kid calls me and says, I got you tickets for your birthday. I'm like, oh, and he was going to not tell me. And then he says, he was not going to tell me until tomorrow. Then he says, I can't hold it in. I got to tell you. So it's the second row. It's TV side. And yes, look for this goddamn sign and call up TBS and tell them, my God, that sign's obnoxious. Please, just anything we can do to get publicity, good, bad.
JR is going to have the official first sign to ever get pulled from a crowd member at an AEW show.
hey, I'll tell you what, man. I did everything I possibly could. I looked up all the tricks. That color right there is apparently one that really stands out on the TV screen.
Yeah, it does. But also, what I tell you, I told you to put a goddamn QR code on there because then
here. I don't give a fuck what you told me. Okay, how about that?
All right, this for sure is the last time I'm addressing you the rest of the show, JR. How fucking dare you again? Would you rather
me just mute you? I mean, I
could do that. Go ahead and mute me, fucking power hungry bastard.
What? Really? Anyway, point being, these guys are going to be, and guess who was going to go along with them? One of our favorite guests on this show, Nerd D, is going to accompany them as well. So we're going to see where he might be. But if you
sounds like we're the peasants on the lower level, not on the floor.
No.
Go to your lower level seats, boys.
No. I don't mean it in that way at all.
Sure.
And I don't, because I was all set to just go with you guys. So
Tovar is right. You should wear your bikini while holding the sign during the matches tomorrow, JR.
Or for sure, have your shirt.
Not be a bad idea.
Your 2-count shirt. Don't wear a bikini. Your 2-count shirt. You are a massive individual.
Oh, and the mask.
No, I'm not wearing the fucking mask.
Come on, man. Anything to get
the
that
only
attention.
way you're on TV. With your ugly mug.
Yeah, my son wanted to have put on the sign. I mean, just like you, Tom. Everybody has their fucking ideas. My son wanted to put on the sign. Nobody behind us can see, because my son, if you guys don't recall or don't, he's 6'7" and about close to 4. So yeah. People behind us are going to be pissed that they paid a lot of money to stand to stand behind a.
It's going to be hilarious.
I can't wait. Those people at SummerSlam that paid to be on that corner where the fucking tractor was.
That's right.
Yeah, right, dude. Oh,
that's right.
I mean, you guys can't block that many fucking people in comparison.
Lab Glass, he's in his bed. He's not ready for his moment yet. You got another hour.
How dare you? Everybody wants me.
No,
That's me.
He said nobody wants Ace. Everybody wants discount.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, Lab Glass. I
What do you mean? You
apologize.
think my son won't do nothing? He's going to the guy. We're sitting together at the show. Bryce.
Yes, Luke. It is a nice hat.
Luke
Thank you for noticing.
Craven.
A good old
Craven.
Madhouse hat.
Bravo
So, right-
on the show, my friend. Bravo on the show.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely freaking fantastic. And the flow of the whole show was fantastic, but I don't want to kiss your ass too much because I don't know if I'll come back.
You shouldn't, you old fuck.
We're gonna get into that.
Oh, Tom.
We're gonna get into that in a little bit here, Luke. We're gonna recap the whole show, but let's get into it, guys. Yeah, all the fun riffing aside, we got plans tomorrow, guys. First of all, it's going to be good to hang out because the last time we did that was Waterloo, where then I got my COVID right after. So it'll be nice to hang out with you guys and not feel like shit all weekend.
Well, you could still. Who knows? You might catch
Tom,
monkeypox.
I know, dude.
You would. The rest of us wouldn't because I didn't get COVID. JR didn't get COVID. No one else got COVID but you.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, from us, other people there got it. But yeah, my direct people didn't, so I'm pretty happy for that for you guys. All right, let's get into it. We got some action going on. First off, big match, AEW World Title on the line. We're gonna see the Moxley take on Jericho.
Now let me ask you this: do you think that that's going to start the show, or is that going to be the closer?
I mean, I feel like it's title match. It's got to be the closer.
Well, but they've been notorious to start with championship matches as well.
Have they? I've been out of the loop a little bit.
Yeah.
Ace, you got to get back in the loop, brother.
Oh no, I did. I watched this week's. I'm caught up. I'm ready. Fucking have some fun. Shit, I already forgot what happened on Dynamite.
But here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. Here's the thing, though. This is just my opinion. I mean, I think it would be great if Jericho won. I kind of don't know how he can. You know.
Well,
I mean,
and since it's a themed Dynamite, you know what I mean? There is the chance something could happen, like a title change. I mean, if it's going to happen on a Dynamite, it's going to happen on one of their themed ones, the ones they're pushing like this, not just a regular, like, hey, we're going to be in, St. Louis, just Dynamite. Like, they're giving it a name, they're making a big deal. They talk back to Full Gear and how this is going to be the big show for Minneapolis this year from them. So, it could happen. I don't think it will because it'd be weird if they do a bunch of different title changes until Punk comes back, because then you kind of got to be like, well, what was the fucking point of him being interim? Like, you guys should just pulled the title off of Punk if he's going to be out that long, and then when he comes back, he just gets a fucking shot at it because it was injury. Yeah. But this whole like interim thing makes you feel like he's going to be back sooner than later. Although I've heard that he's not doing. I've heard the foot's like not healing. I don't know. I've heard he's just struggling. But
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But my prediction would be that Moxley's going to win, and it's going to be. I mean, again, there's another thing we were thinking about for the sign. I went to an AEW show, and all I got was a bloody sign, because Moxley's going to bleed.
Boy, that
yeah,
fuck, that is boring as shit. Thank God you didn't put that on the sign.
Belt football. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Lab Glass.
By the way, yes, Takeshita. I wish Takeshita was going to be on this show because
I don't. He's boring.
Holy cow, he is not boring. He
is very boring.
Yeah. Well, you don't know how to watch wrestling, then, Tom.
He's one of the fastest. This is the third time I'm going to fucking tell you this, but how dare you, JR?
How dare you?
Dude. Listen, I can have my preferences. I think the guy's boring. I think he's being pushed way too fucking soon. I think he needs to develop, I don't know, a goddamn personality other than being a fucking, a second coming of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Fuck him. It's boring.
I haven't really watched him yet, so I don't know.
So you were bored by the, I didn't watch it. You were bored by the I'll tell you, the match with Claudio was freaking fantastic.
I bet. I mean, but for me, it's like any match that has Claudio in it's gonna be freaking fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to take credit. I just didn't watch it, so I need.
Anyway.
I should. I will.
But Tom, what do you think about Jericho and Moxley?
I think Moxley is going to win this one. I think it's just a nice ploy to get everybody to watch. It's a nice thing that they're giving Minneapolis a title match. I mean, again, because this was where Hanger got his belt. I think they're going to push a little bit more towards some of that stuff too that they pulled this last Dynamite with Undisputed Elite and the Young Bucks and Hanger. But yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, I think Moxley retains because it doesn't make sense with the path of the JAS to put it on Jericho.
Which, by the way, I'm pumped to see the JAS.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun faction, to be real honest with you. Like, I don't think
it is. It really is.
I don't think there's much that they can do out past of like Daniel Garcia winning like the Pure Championship, or I mean, they're not even 2.0. They're whatever, but Bernard and so
100% correct, Lab Glass. 100%.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Like, I like that it has a different feel than the last match they had where he like spiked him in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It does feel like it's going to be more of just a fight, you know?
We are asking to see Lionheart, Chris Jericho, which actually would be very exciting because I haven't seen him since early WCW.
Oh, yeah, dude. That turn will be really good. Good to see you, buddy, by the way. Thanks for coming by.
Guys.
Daniel, yeah, dude, that kid's phenomenal, man. I'm excited to see him break out and just go on a tear. If they do it right, you know what I mean? Like, that's a good talent they got in their hand right there.
I think they'll do it right, mostly because that kid's gruff is and he's tough, and he's already won the Battle of Los Angeles with PWG. So,
yeah, 100%. All right, well, it's gonna be a fun match. Good main event. Then we move into this coffin match, right? Jeez. Darby Allin, Brody King. Am I correct to say the last coffin match was Ethan Page and Darby?
Yes.
So we're getting the next one here, and man,
I believe this is great. The two matches that have, well, one was the Battle Royal thing, but the matches that Brody King and Darby have been freaking crazy good, I thought. And this is going to be just as good, I think. The hard part for me is going to be how does Darby win this? I mean, he's going to, but I'm wondering how they have him win it after he's really kind of been dominated by Brody King in these other two situations.
You think he's going to win it?
I mean, I feel like from a predictability standpoint, with what AEW has been doing, I feel like Darby's going to win.
What do you think, Tommy?
I don't think that's going to happen. I think JR is out of his fucking mind again.
I'm 100% Brody King on this one.
I mean, yeah, I love Brody King, but I just don't think they're going to have him win.
So here's the thing. Darby understands what's still good for business, right? And him being an underdog and still even just showing up for this match, because he's already won the other two coffin matches with he beat All Ego. I think there's the one other one. I just can't remember who he faced.
You could do like Hardy or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Or was that?
Oh no! Was there just a coffin involved in their match with Sting? And,
he was in one with Andrade, right?
Oh, was it Andrade?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyhow, I can barely remember who's held every title so far, and it's only been like a 2.5 year run. So, or almost 3 years, I guess now. But anyhow, no, I think just because it's a trilogy or technically maybe the second. I don't know. Anyhow, I just believe that it's going to be Brody because I just don't see them putting the title back on Darby. So it's going to be the underdog story again because they can't really do that with Orange Cassidy right now because he's kind of moved past that. They can't really do it with Danhausen because he was never really part of that. So you need to have Darby kind of be that guy again until you can find even Willie Yuta's past that point now. He's not really an underdog because he's a champion too. So Darby needs to work his way back up into a scene as far as the title goes, and I think that's what you do with him for a little while is make him just that underdog again. So he'll fight real hard, and he'll probably coffin drop through the coffin again. So definitely no one wins, if you will. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun though. But I think Brody King wins.
I do too. I think he's got the faction that'll come and play a factor in this because ain't no rules in a coffin match, boys.
Thank you, Lad Bless. Yes, technically the second. Then okay, they just finished out that battle royal.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I think Brody King takes this home, because I think they're pushing him too. I think they're going to push that whole faction.
They have to start doing something with that faction, and I think they might be the first trios champion. But that's
they do.
You think Julia Hart's going to come and spit some mist in her hometown?
I do think we're gonna get a spot with her just because it is her hometown. And another thing is they're gonna push that faction. I think she may become a major player in the women's division down the line here because that's such a badass faction. It's like having like a shield or a legacy in your hand right there. You know what I mean? And letting not doing anything if they just fucking let these guys keep getting beat or not doing anything and moving them up.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think Julia is a very big part of that. I really do.
I think you're probably right on that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out. We then got, which probably will be match of the night, is the Tornado Tag with the Lucha Bros versus Andrade and Toro Blanco.
Roosh.
Roosh, yeah, he's this is. I mean, the fact that it's just a tornado match, like this is going to get crazy quick.
Yeah. I feel like the Ingobernables will win.
Oh, yeah.
La Faction Ingobernables.
It's going to be really good. I mean, there's just nothing else to say about that match. It's going to be a banger. So make sure you watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime you can see luchadors go crazy like that in tag matches, man, fucking sign me up.
Dude, one of these guys might end up in your lap, JR.
Well, I'll help them up and take a selfie and
he'll
send
cradle him like a little baby.
You could probably catch Ray Phoenix and cradle him like a little baby.
Oh, I totally could.
That would be the fucking best. The 2 count shirt right there, dude. Just fucking Ray Phoenix. Like, you okay, right? Oh.
I mean, you're going to hurt yourself. But
please, wrestling gods, make this happen tomorrow night. JR's like, I don't want that guy near me.
Actually, what really pains me is the fact that somebody's going to yell at you about your sign probably, and you're going to say jack shit about it, and it's going to be like a wrestler, and you're not going to be able to say anything because you're going to be awestruck. When if it was me down there, man, I'd be fucking spouting off like a motherfucker.
Ah, nice.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's gonna be the best match tomorrow night. What won't be the best match tomorrow night? I'm excited to see one of them though. The TBS title's up for grabs. Give 2 shits about Jade Cargill. She's still green to me, and she's still horrible. But fucking awesome to see Madison Rayne back in the ring and back in working. And fingers crossed, she's gonna do some wonders for this women division. I don't think it's necessarily talent though. It's the way they're booking the women's division.
Right.
Like, so unless she can really tap into that, there's not much you can do, because really the women's division over there is pretty good if you really talk about who they have in there, with again minus Jade Cargill because she's green as shit and sucks.
She's the most dominant performer in wrestling today. Come on, man, get it together.
Well, doesn't mean she's good.
I didn't say anything about being good. I said that most dominant. You hear my wording here? Did I say one thing about being good?
Well,
no.
You know who else was dominant and it was the worst wrestler in the world?
Goldberg.
Yep.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to go with that.
So, and hopefully we've all said it. she does have a look, and in a couple of years of doing this, she'll probably be pretty decent. But it's not now, and you shouldn't have her be the focal point right now. And that's the thing.
I was reading some stuff about Jade as far as, she was fielding offers from WWE before she took the offer from AEW, because it sounded like Tony Khan kind of promised that she'd be in a title picture much quicker than WWE would put her.
Weird, because they want to make her develop into a good talent in the ring. And not just be like, hey, don't worry about the wrestling. You'll figure it out. Just go with it.
Yeah. So, but
anyway, the positive is we get to see Madison Rayne, and that's dope.
Yeah, It was exciting to see her the other night. I think it was when she was on Rampage, right? And I'm gonna pop lab glasses up here too, because
it's a name.
I mean, it is surprising to me that they have all these women, and is it still the network that is saying only one women's match per show? Because that's just archaic to me. I mean, they have these women, and the roster is just chock full of talent that's not getting used anyway. And the women are absolutely like, they had Ruby do that deal with getting her hand slammed in the door, and it's like that's not what she should be used for.
Well, they are shopping another program, by the way. Apparently, it's going to be all elite women, an hour-long program featuring about 3 to 4 matches, depending on length. So,
do you know what network?
I think they're still working with Turner on this one. As far as, so it might be like a true TV, not spinoff, but another program on a Turner network. So that wouldn't be so bad.
No, that'd be cool. It'd be something. It'd force them into having to actually put some story into their division over there.
Well, to be real honest with you, right now the story is really behind Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter again, because fuck, damn it, dude. Just everything that they're doing right now to completely humiliate Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm is fucking brilliant right now.
Malice! How are you,
buddy?
Congratulations on that show again, my friend.
Oh, Malice is here. Good for us. Anyhow.
So I'm excited. It's going to be a good night. FTR returns, by the way, as well tomorrow night.
Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.
Best
so that'll be
on
fun.
the fucking planet.
Definitely are one of them. And, I got to say, I did enjoy the turn by Cole and the boys on Dynamite. It got me a little excited for once. I was happy with that. It was like, ooh, okay, we got something going on. Now the question is, we already saw Hangman make that save, so obviously every signs point to Hangman's come back to the Elite, join the Young Bucks, right? But what if that's not the case? There's been talk of Kenny's getting better. There's been talk of him coming back this summer, them changing plans for the rest of the summer due to that. So is this kind of a swerve, or is this like Hangman ends up being like, no, but I know someone who will, and Omega comes back and joins them and they go for the trio? Like, who do you guys think it's going to end up being? Is it going to be Young Bucks and Hangman, or Young Bucks and Omega?
I think it's going to be Young Bucks and Hangman.
Well, I do like your idea there. Like, if they ask Hanger and he says, no, I know somebody, and then Kenny's there, like, it would be nice to see the Elite as a whole again, or that portion of the
Elite. You got to think they're going to do it, right? Eventually we see them get back together.
I think it's just a matter of, I think it's just a matter of whether Kenny's healthy to come back or not.
Well, and the rumor is he's very close too.
Oh, really? I thought he was. I thought he wasn't.
Yeah, no, so that's another thing, is that Excalibur did say Hung Bucks, and I didn't see any postings as far as, because some of these wrestling websites have gotten so desperate for news and dirt that
there's really only a couple out there that actually are somewhat accurate.
Right, but they normally, someone will bring up what patents and copyrights have been filed for AEW, and I haven't seen Hung Bucks come back through yet. Because they'd probably just merchandise the shit out of that for good reasons, because it was a pretty big seller when they were all in ROH.
Yeah.
And,
Are you, Malice, you asking about Omega?
Yeah, I think Omega
technically it was like wear and tear, but it was like really bad wear and tear. Like, you have to learn how to wrestle with vertigo to get through the match? Like,
having
that's ridiculous.
vertigo is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
that he had vertigo for how many years while he was wrestling,
and just learned how to wrestle with vertigo. Fuck that. Ugh, I'd be puking. No, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm down for either or, but it would be kind of a cool way to bring Omega back if those rumors are true that he's almost ready and that he will make the return before the end of summer. Because guess what? We're only got some weeks left in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all in, all out.
Weeks away, boys.
Weeks away, yeah.
Insane. How did summer go this quick?
Well, because we were out doing all this fucking crazy shit, working for...
All right, Mouse, we're going to talk highly of you in a little bit here on the show, okay?
Yeah. Go do your thing now. Let's get out of here.
Glad you guys are feeling better.
Good to see you, buddy.
Glad you and the wife are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malice almost didn't make it. He was pretty sick, and then his lady got sick too. Everybody been getting sick these last few weeks. It's crazy.
Fucking Iowa.
Fucking monkeypox.
Whoa.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for tomorrow though, and then they get the Rampage taping after Dynamite tomorrow.
Right.
It's gonna be a late night.
It is.
Well, they are starting. Actually, the show starts at 6.
It does. So, are they going to do Rampage first? You think?
I think they are.
But they usually might reference some stuff, don't they, from Dynamite? So, like, that might blow some spots, wouldn't it?
It's the live audience, man. I mean,
yeah, but I don't want to know who's gonna I don't want them to come out and cut a promo about the Lucha match and then like it's
maybe they do a half-hour stuff in the first part and then they're only keeping us for an extra half hour later.
Yeah, I mean, I did see that though, that it starts at 6. So
there might be some stuff too that's not related to Dynamite that they can record ahead of time. I also heard that,
or maybe it's the dark actually.
Mm-hmm. Could be one of the
that
darks,
might be too. But I also heard in some cases where they are recording Rampage that the audience is not staying for the entire show. So
it's hard, man. That's a Wednesday night. Kids got school. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Dark, then Dynamite, then Rampage. Thank you, Ricky.
Kids don't got school right now, you idiot. It's fucking summer vacation.
Oh, it's summer. Actually, some of them are going back depending where you are, but not us. So,
yeah. Oh, college kids? College kids.
No, I mean like other like states.
Nope, college kids. What the fuck you talking about, man?
I've already seen people posting about it.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Anyhow.
Tommy, quit being a grouch. Everyone leaving there? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to leave.
I won't.
I'm off the next day.
I'm at Opera House. I don't have an hour and some odd minutes back down to Rochester after the show. So
I go on vacation the next day. And then, let's do this too, guys. We have another show on Sunday. Well, at least me and you, Tommy, have another show on Sunday. JR's not for sure coming.
I'm not for sure if I'm going to go or not yet, Tom.
No, it's a pretty big one. Seeing some of the names announced as far as this one.
Yeah, I'm
finally announced, by the way, too. There's a couple that I don't give two shits about, but yeah, dude. Blood, Sweat, and Beers 4 at Madhouse in Northeast Minneapolis this Sunday, August 14th, with First Wrestling. Always bringing in some of the top names you can think of.
Yeah, we got Josh C coming. We got Riley Jackson. Aria Davari is going to be there. We got Brian Keith coming. We got Sky Blue, Bandito making his debut, Delirious making his debut, Devin Monroe, Free Range Kara, the Carter Cutters Alley, Big O Possum.
You know what? Tom's going to end up.
Hang on. The man, Darren Corbin.
Yes.
Dante Martin, Christopher Daniels. CD is going to be there. Him and his weird eye.
Fucking eye.
I believe what's going to happen, and this is going to be fun and exciting for all of us, is Tom is going to end up marrying Free Range Kara.
Nope, she's already married.
That's okay. You can break that up.
Nope, I can't.
You're
I
top
won't.
shelf.
I'm guessing that's a pretty big
Why
age
would you
gap.
want me to downgrade to middle fucking shelf or be free range anything? You want me to be Mr. Free Range? That's fucking gross.
I want
It's a
you to
terrible
do-
character. I wish it would go away.
It's a step up from you.
So
Shut your stupid fucking mouth, JR.
Bajas
Dumb,
Brew Labs
stupid fucking mouth.
doors are at 4:00. Show is at 5. All age show for brewery though.
I hate that idea. Fuck, do I hate that idea? Especially with where they went last year and shit like that. So, like last year, they had the hardcore match between Effie and Darren Corbin, and there was doors and chairs and a bloody fucking mess all over the place. All Ego was also there along with Danhausen, and All Ego swore on his way out to the ring because, well, you know, that's what he does, man. He does things better than everybody else.
Swearing.
Well, Danhausen wasn't his partner.
Yeah, it was a good show. It's always a good show at Bauhaus. So I'm pumped for that. Maybe we'll see JR, maybe not.
Probably not this fuck.
You know what we did do on our way down to Madhouse, though, Tommy? JR called the hotline. Did you call it?
JR. He dead?
Are you not listening?
Yes, I called the hotline. He asked you if you did.
Fucking just like missed all of that. I just said.
Jesus God, he puts his head down, doesn't pay any attention, and fucking blames me.
Did you
I
call
thought
it?
he was talking to you. No, I
No. When on our way to Madhouse, we called it.
Yeah, and I thought you were trying to talk to JR about that. I didn't know he put it on speaker or whatever.
Yeah, no, we were as telling you that we called it because I didn't know if you did because I know you saw it.
Yeah, I know. I have seen it. I have not called it because I do not call hotlines. I am not a 12-year-old girl in 1988.
You can't say shit like this because then you're not having continuity. Because last week you acted like you were calling it, you dumbass.
Only in our chat. Only in our chat. You funky son of a bitch. I didn't say it once on air that I was going to fucking.
No, you know what it was though. It was if you called it, you found out about Orange Cassidy before they actually announced it online.
Yes, I did. I do see that out here on their Instagram and social media that Orange Cassidy has been the first one to be promoted for the September 10th Saturday Night Nitro show at Mall of America with First Wrestling. So there are still some standing room only tickets. So go get those tickets.
Level 4, baby. And
you can stand right in front of House of Comedy as they try to have a show that night.
Who's playing? Do you know?
Well, good old internet's right in front of me.
That's going to be, I wonder. Yeah. Oh, they haven't put anything out. Yeah. I can't wait for that mall show. It's going to be pretty freaking sick. Yeah, Luke, I didn't make that one. None of us made that one. Sorry. We make the shows that matter.
The ones that not show.
Let's see. They didn't have it on their homepage, so
the jerks. What?
Now I gotta actually go to their fucking calendar.
Jerks. While you look that up,
I don't know if it was Mike the Nate or Mean Gene. You remember the Mean Gene hotline?
They got Godfrey there, so that's going to be a fucking draw too. Jesus Christ!
Wow.
The whole area
is
fucking packed with people.
Hey, First Wrestling, I bet Godfrey to come down to the ring if you hit him up.
I'm pretty sure he would.
If he does, Tom, boo him. I will as well.
I'll boo him. Sure, I'll boo him.
Boo you, Godfrey. All right, let's get into
you
Madhouse.
killed Patrice. No, I'm just kidding. That does sound like something I would say, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at this, though. Oh, man. You guys see this behind JR? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was Jossie. Fuck. Sorry.
No,
it is. Yeah,
no, it's Sunny Kiss.
No, that's Sunny right there.
Is that Jossie back
Jossie is bringing up the rear.
No, that's not Jossie.
I swear to God, that's Jossie.
No, that guy has a weird fucking haircut.
No, because he's doing some of the same poses as fucking maybe not.
That is not Jesse.
But you will see Jossie Sunday.
That's Jossie.
No, that's
Come
not.
on.
Look at the hair.
Look at the hair.
Stealing shit to him.
We just had Jossie on the show. That ain't him. He
stealing
may have
his fucking
stole the
poses, man.
pose, though. Yeah, he may have
He's
stolen
stealing the
that
fucking pose, dude.
Gimmick infringement.
No shit,
What
man.
the shit? So, Tommy,
Hmm.
it's not, he says. So let's get into it. First of all, it was a great show down in Knoxville, Iowa, Madhouse Wrestling. Great crowd, over 200 people in that place.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so
The
it was a
graphics are
good
still
time.
up there too if you want to pop them up.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Tommy, well, you know what we discovered, though? That building doesn't have AC. Holy balls. And it was about 105 with humidity down there that day.
Oh,
Well, so I said even when we did the first show that that heater that's right there by the upper level would be a real problem.
And
Anytime
it was that night. They had it off this time, but it was wow. I was drenched in sweat. It was bad. But great show. We kicked it off with Cody Lane, the Southern Flamingo, against Maddie Starr. Wonderful match. Maddie Starr loses.
Now,
Yeah,
I just want to say that Maddie Starr is one of the workhorses in the state of Iowa. He is on virtually every show, and he's just such a tremendous talent, and I think sometimes gets a little bit overlooked on some of these things.
I would say that.
Yeah, Maddie's the shit. I love that guy.
I mean,
Best
I
heel.
like him, but I didn't think you guys did.
Best heel in Iowa. It was a really good match. It was a great way to kick off the show, and then we moved into another really stellar match, and that was Arjun Singh versus Jeremy Wyatt, two big heavy hitters out of the Midwest here, and man, they put on a great show.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I mean, I've seen Wyatt a couple of times. First time seeing Arjun Singh, and holy cow, is he good? And the two of them, I have to think, have worked together previously because it was very, very flawless, and it was a very good match.
Well, also coming out of the weekend with Jeremy White, if you guys didn't see some of that stuff with that show out in New Hampshire with what is it, Vibes Wrestling, and then their partners of the time, Transgraps and Russell Queerdom or something like that, where they had that show where people weren't getting paid and all that, and Jeremy Wyatt decided to tweet about it. Boy, oh boy. Oh man. Did some people just go off on Jeremy Wyatt, man, and he fucking just laid into a bunch of people. His Twitter, by the way, everybody should go out there and fucking watch, or just go follow Jeremy Wyatt, man. I mean, follow us too.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy Wyatt, because
Yeah,
quite literally,
and that
dude, man, his Twitter is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. He had a little. It was a little difficult for him to get that chant he wanted to get over, because I think the audience. I think if they knew what he was trying to do, they might have gone on board. But they just. I don't think they were getting it. Unique, and I love the fact that Jeremy made fun of him after the fact too.
Yeah, really good match. We move along into the tag match. We also had a promo at this point with Ricky Bronson and Saint making his return to wrestling and just attacking Ricky Bronson during our interview in the ring. It was scary. I had to get out of the way.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, Saint.
Dude's crazy. Saint's crazy. I love what he was doing. He beat the crap out of Bronson. That's what you got to do if you want to get ahead in the game.
Absolutely, Luke.
Wait till
100% correct.
Wait till I'm not in the ring to do it. Thank you.
Whatever.
And then we get into the tag match. Now, sad news about this tag match. Malice ended up not being medically cleared to wrestle. So this match was also having a special guest referee in Ugly, who ends up stepping in as Justin Decent's partner, and another banger of a match with Chill Leo. And we have brand new Madhouse Tag Team Champions, the first ones ever. Max Chill, Gable Galileo, Chilileo, your Madhouse Tag Team Champions, and hate it or love it, they earned it.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And most people hated it, except there were some younger girls up in the balcony that sort of, at least they seem to have a thing for Chilileo.
Who's mad?
I mean, can you blame them? I mean, you have Gable Galileo and then my son, Max Chillstrom, right there, man. I mean, dude, it's a great tag team, man. Those dudes are sick. They're going to go places. Of course, they're the first tag team champions. Makes plenty of sense.
Congratulations to them. Very true. Congratulations to them. Good fight by Justin Decent and Ugly, but they just couldn't do it. Well, and also Hose Mad, baby. It should also be noted though.
Is that gonna be your next pay-per-view? Is Hose Mad, Madhouse Wrestling, or Mad Hose with Madhouse?
We also had AVB in the crowd, Tommy, you remember AVB from Absolute Pro Wrestling, Aaron Von Baron.
Aaron Von Baron.
He just happened to be in the crowd at Madhouse, and well, there's a little history with him and Ugly, and well,
yeah,
it may have cost Justin Decent and Ugly the match when AVB attacked Ugly mid-tag match, allowing Chilileo to kind of steal the win. But again, hate it or love it, they are the Madhouse Tag Team Champions.
I will say this too: they were very proud of their win, as they should have been, and the rest of the night, if you saw them, they still had those belts on their shoulders, and absolute congratulations to them, because you know Justin Decent and Ugly are pretty formidable and pretty wily veterans with a lot of power, so they made it happen.
They were living the top shelf life after they won those belts for sure, Tommy.
See, I can't blame them for that, because we had a good time hanging out a little bit down there in Waterloo. So I think it's some of that old top shelf shine, which is probably the new hashtag, by the way.
Top shelf shine.
Rubbed off on the boys, and of course they were going to win. I had no doubt in my mind that they were going to win those championships.
It's funny because they said, how come the red-haired guy ain't here?
Yeah. I mean, they don't necessarily need to know the name, JR.
They just
it's
know
a
he's
persona
top shelf.
and it's a lifestyle, JR. You wouldn't know anything about either one of those. Okay.
What was behind you right there, JR?
Oh, I don't know.
Who just came out with like blades?
Athena.
Oh, okay.
She got that winged fucking suit.
It makes me sad to see that Ruby Soho and Athena are on Dark.
Yep.
With a former women's champion in Hikaru Shida.
Right.
Crazy glass balls that popped out there during that promo too. Kind of an odd thing that.
Yeah, I don't know. That
glass balls.
Yeah. So someone in the crowd
crystal balls
had like a white and a black crystal ball and held them up. And
crystal
Saint
ball and
was
a black
like
ball.
There, and it. Oh, Luke says that symbolized life and death. I don't know. So Saint was doing some crazy shit, Tommy. It's getting weird.
Yeah.
The guy's getting weird. That's also why I was a little scared of him.
Can't wait to see him again then.
He's a guy you don't want to kind of hang around much.
Oh, I think he wants to hang around with me, though, doesn't he?
I don't know if he wants to hang out with anybody.
No,
he's in his own world. Yeah, he's going crazy.
But I don't think look, I mean,
hold on. We cannot call people crazy anymore in this PC world anymore. Okay, Ace? You don't call them crazy. You call them maybe mentally incapacitated or maybe mentally incapable, but not crazy, okay? Have some fucking decency for the man.
Okay, sorry, I break it back. He's just a little not centered.
Let's put it this way.
That's not bad.
I just want to say this. Tom, I disagree with some of your top shelf idiocy, but I'm going to tell you, you don't want nothing to do with this Saint, because the guy is like, he looks like he's unhinged. He acts like he's unhinged. And
listen,
something's definitely going on.
No man. I am afraid of no saint or no sinner, no demon, no angel. I am afraid of no things. And that includes this person you talk of, because I have met the man and he is, in my opinion, very pleasant. So maybe you guys are the ones who are scared.
I'm just saying.
Show. Do you remember that?
He was pleasant with me all these times, but he almost hit me. So I don't know.
Well, you might have just been in the way because you can't get your fat ass out of the way. How about that? Just saying.
Ricky, thanks for coming by. Good to see you guys. Yeah,
Awesome
come
to
by
see
next
you,
week.
Ricky.
We'll tell you how it was.
Yeah, thanks, Ricky.
Love it.
Don't know you, but thank you.
Ricky, long time viewer. Good friend from so these are Tommy, Ricky, and Linkthrop, good friends of mine that I made on the first Jericho cruise, and then we were on the second one together, and they're just good people, and they've been following us since we started this mess. They're good shits. And we hung out with them. Actually, we hung out with them at Labor Day weekend last year at All In. In Chicago. We did the GCW shows and stuff.
So all the things you have done without me. Got it. Okay. So things that do not matter.
Sorry, Tom. Jeez. All right. Then
see now, Mike Morgan. I don't agree with you saying any of that shit either. So better watch yourself, there, you son of a gun. Whoever the fuck you might be.
Son of a gun. And then we moved into the Outlaw match, Tommy.
Holy cow!
Oh boy! Which, by the way, when Saint came out and beat the crap out of Ricky Bronson during our interview, that was basically the statement move of he was getting into the Outlaw the last Outlaw match as well. Yeah. So Saint made his presence felt by getting.
Wait, was this match literally sponsored by Be Kind Rewind? Is that a video store down there?
It is.
Is Iowa that far behind that they don't know what a fucking Redbox or I don't know Netflix or Hulu or Prime is? Jesus fucking Christ!
I don't know. I don't know, but either way, Tommy, here we go. You're gonna like
that
this
Motley Crue picture, by the way. Holy fuck!
And speaking of Motley, number one in this match was the man they call Mott. Comes out, he was super to go, but guess who came out as number two? The man we just been talking about, Saint. So some trouble for Mott. But then
Mott was fed to the lion, huh?
Almost, but then Ricky Bronson came in at number 3 and immediately went after Saint. And Mott got a huge double elimination and was able to take those two out while they were distracted with each other.
That skinny bitch did good. Holy shit!
Yeah, and he also mentioned that he said Tom Chillstrom, more like Tom Goodwillstrom.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
That was one of the worst fucking attempts at a pun I've ever fucking heard in my life. And of course, it would come from Mott.
He tried.
I don't care because you weren't there, and he was going to whip you with that belt.
We had to make sure, though, that message got back to you.
Listen, Daniel Mott is a fine individual, I suppose. Okay, but if he ever talks to me again in public, in private, I will let him know that it will cost him money. Okay, you cannot hang around that long and be that uncool without some kind of sacrifice monetary amount. Excuse me, Jesus Christ.
So now, correct me if I'm wrong, Ace, but the big picture was scheduled to be in this match. Was also medically cleared.
Was not medically cleared, so Matty Starr ends up taking his place in this match and just happens to be who comes out next. And then you have Colt Cannon, you get Bo Gott, ZK47, Jackson King, Ethan Everhart, as well as number 10, show favorite, one of your boys. He lives that top shelf life, and I'll tell you what, we brought him to the ring right that night. Our big boy Shaky Baby made his entrance at number 10.
And let's just be honest here.
Woo! Shut up, JR. Woo! Shut up, JR. Woo! Shaky Baby.
Let's just say that I had to mute him because he's fucking ridiculous. Let's just say that Shank came in and absolutely kicked ass. I mean, everybody. And it was fantastic to see.
It was pretty sweet. Shank did some stuff in there. It was great. And then Tommy, everybody had weapons. And I think the best weapon I seen in there that whole night, Ethan Everhart decided to bring some bananas to the ring.
What a crazy, stupid jungle douche.
Yeah, but it worked because it turns out banana peels are slippery if you step on them.
Saw
These
dude
nerds.
slip on the banana peel, and not only did he fall on his ass as a prat fall, the banana went flapping out into the front row. Nailed the
Smacked
dude.
you right in the face.
Yep, and we had a great Nerf gun in there that got shot at everybody, and Shanky took a phone call mid-match. It was great.
Fuck yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, he did. Probably from somebody who wants some of his, if you will.
I was not close enough to hear what he was saying.
See, no one
But
needs to hear.
people ringside heard. I don't know what it was.
Or he's probably telling them to shut the
But he
fuck
made
up.
everybody in the ring shut the hell up so he could talk on the phone. Though it was pretty hilarious.
Didn't he also choke Jackson King with the cord? As I recall.
Yeah, he did. He joked. Okay, here you go, Tommy.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Retro and custom VHS project. Oh, VHS, dude. Man, who's dealing in VHS, man? Even the Japanese and the Chinese stopped making those fucking VCRs, man. Who's dealing in VHS, man?
Tom, people have old
Carney hobo
VHS
shit right there.
tapes that they'd like to have transferred to digital. Have you ever heard of that? Probably not, because you're a
Well, you know what I did?
fuck.
You know what I did is I had Tommy Boy
Shit your
on
pants? I
VHS
don't know.
for a long time, and then I decided to upgrade to DVD, and I just bought a new one because I ain't some broke dickhead who doesn't have money. Okay, I got money to spend. I'm going to spend on the things I fucking want. A copy of Tommy Boy on DVD, perfectly good amount of money to be spent on something that I genuinely love. This show, pay diddly shit for, okay? My Prime subscription pays for my fucking subscription here, which, by the way, why have we not had a hype train yet, you fucking lunatics?
Take a breath. Take it easy. Yeah, anyway, so
online presents for VHS, man. Luke,
Yeah.
you are out of your fucking mind.
I feel bad for poor Malice and Luke trying to defend sponsors for their fucking matches.
They shouldn't. They don't have to. I'm pretty sure that sponsor's not here. If that sponsor was here, they could defend themselves. Now, wouldn't they? But if they deal in VHS, they have no idea what the internet is, you fucking moron. Okay?
Really?
Tom,
Yeah, I called you a moron. You're trying to defend the sponsor?
I'm not the moron.
Tom must have gotten.
I think if we
beaten
took
with
a vote
tape.
on who the moron was, it wouldn't be me.
Oh, you want to start a poll? Let's start a poll, everybody.
Sure.
Put F in the chat if you think JR is a moron.
Don't say that because JR actually.
moron.
Don't say that because JR actually has like a polling program now that he can use.
Yeah, I know he does, but I'm just doing like a real simple one. Like, put F in chat for JR being a moron. Put Z in chat for me being a moron. And I will delete every one of those fucking Z's.
Put a Z in there right this moment.
Yeah, look at that. No Z's. No one's sleeping on this boy.
A lot of F's too, huh?
Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah, they don't want to start no wars that they can't finish. That's how it goes. I understand. I get it. I've been there.
Okay.
But I finish every fucking war.
We're wasting way too much time.
Oh, look,
All
a
right.
Z.
You're wasting time. We're an hour in, man.
Oh, there's a Z. What's that?
They
mean?
don't know shit. Let me just go ahead.
Oh, that must be for JR then, because you don't like it.
The Z was for Tom to be a dipshit.
Anyways, we get a bunch of eliminations, but the smartest man in the match won the last Outlaw match.
See, because I thought
settle
Cole
down.
Cannon had won.
It looked like Cole Cannon won, but he didn't because the smartest man in the match won, and that was Matty Starr, who hid under the ring until the last man was standing and came back in and eliminated him because he never went over the ring.
Now, did the referee notice this and they started calling for the bell, or did they wait until Matty got back in there? So who's the real dummy here? Cole Cannon, clearly. I mean, come on, guys. I set you up.
I mean, you got to be smart in the ring. Wasn't watching all his opponents.
That's right.
But again, smart. Win how
we
you
gotta
got to
get
win.
Matty Starr on here someday so I can talk to him man to man.
Dude needs to have a Tuesday night open for once. He's a
I get
hardworking man, that guy. All right, then we get into our other match. And actually, I'm sorry, this got flipped, but we had Lars Metzger against Death Dealer before last Outlaw match, which was another just fucking two big guys just going at it. Lars brought some thumbtacks out there, Tommy, and good old Death Dealer took a little lay down in him.
got speared into the thumbtacks.
Well, then Lars is a bitch, man. Because I will let it be known here on this show that I have taken a liking to old Death Dealer, Mr. Death Dealer. He's grown on me. Talked to him several times in different places around this great country of ours, mostly in Iowa. And you know what? He's not so bad, the guy.
Death Dealer has a heart.
He does have a heart. He does fundraisers for animal rescues. So, you can't go wrong for somebody who hates people enough to then only give donations to animals. So I applaud him for that, knowing where the true goodwill of our humanity really lies in just animals. Anyhow,
Yeah.
But anyhow, you said Lars was a piece of shit. Fair enough.
Great match though. Both these guys went hard. I don't know how either one of them walked out.
And Lars had the little girl that came dressed as him, which was awesome.
Yeah, a little girl front row dressed like Lars. It was kind of cool. Yeah, it was a good match, man. And then we get into our main event.
Who won?
Lars.
What a shame.
Yeah, and actually, I think Death Dealer is actually going to be taking a little bit of time off. Going to be stepping away for a little bit.
Well, I don't know if is he still part of the IPW Tag Championships with Justin Decent?
No, didn't they drop those at Waterloo?
No, they retained at Waterloo.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Maybe they'll also on one of those country bumpkin shows.
They might have. They've had a lot of them. So yeah, and then main event: Clay Cooper, hometown boy, against the champ AJ Smooth.
Wait, so does Knoxville claim him or does he claim Knoxville? Because either way is a fucking pain in the ass.
Knoxville adjacent, I guess you could say, because he's actually down the road. But nonetheless, the crowd was there for him. It was an amazing match. Cole tries to throw AJ off that top, doesn't get it. AJ ends up throwing Clay Cooper off and onto a table.
And not all the way on the table, man. It looked like he knocked him straight the hell out.
Yeah,
it was with you.
It was pretty rough, but Clay was actually out. Like not moving out, so we almost had to stop the match. We had to have medic go in and check on him and everything, and then
and by medic you mean Luke's wife?
Yeah, actually, and AJ was not happy, and actually threw Luke Raven out of the ring when we were trying to make sure he was that Clay was okay.
Yeah,
and during all this ruckus, somehow Clay Cooper was able to get the roll up and win, and he is your brand new Madhouse Wrestling Champion.
So it sounded like he cheated to win.
You win.
People were trying to check on him. People were just concerned for him, and then he just rolls him up, huh? Fucking doesn't sound like good sportsmanship to me. Sounds like a real heel kind of fucking asshole right there.
Win's a win. New champ. So, yeah. Clay, Tina, you're correct. Yeah, it was a great show, Tommy. Everybody missed you down there.
I know they did. They had to miss me because I would have elevated the show even more, made it even better. But, you know what? I'm glad you guys had a good time. And Ace, I know you get to live your dream of being a ring announcer. I mean, a sad, pathetic dream, but it's still a dream. So I'm glad you get to be a part of Madhouse in that way. And JR, I don't know what you did other than probably just sit ringside and be this. But I'm sure you had fun too, right? JR, I'm talking to you.
Nah, I'm not listening.
Yeah, I noticed. It's that old man syndrome again, right?
No, it's just that there's nothing coming out of your mouth right now that's interesting.
I said, what did you actually do during the show?
You don't have to repeat it. I heard it. I just am not going to acknowledge the idiocy that comes out of your mouth. It's just like a garbage can opened and shit's falling out of it.
Oh, thanks, Tina. Thank you very much. It was a good time. We had a blast. So October 22nd, in the Thunderdome, a bigger venue. We drove by it. It's a bigger place, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
It looks like it'll hold a lot more people, which is nice. It looks like it's they'll be able to fit more people around the ring as a total, which I think will be nice. Luke, of course, is in the chat, so he'll be able to give us a little more insight on that. But I just wanted to also say I loved the yeah, that was it. And I also I also babysat the barbed wire outlaw trophy too, which was awesome.
So hold on, quick rewind. Where is the Thunderdome?
It is in Newton, Iowa.
Newton, Iowa.
There you go. See, that's an important detail there, isn't
Iowa.
it? You want to try and sell for the next show, you dummy.
Yeah, and we'll have a poster soon. They're going to send us a poster to show everybody when it's ready. I've seen some sneak peeks. It's pretty cool. You guys are going to like it.
I wanted to say I thought it was super cool with the audience being totally into it. And the guys up in the balcony, I thought it was so fun because they just kept giving Midnight Guthrie crap too, all during the show, and that was fun. And it was also awesome when Midnight was doing commentary on the AJ Smooth Clay Cooper match, and Clay was on the other side of the room before he came off the balcony. He was on the other side, and he said something along the lines of, I don't care. Nobody cares if he's okay. Get the match underway. And one of Clay Cooper's relatives turned around and started yelling at him. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh, so one of these morons that doesn't know a thing or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and the referees got no love, especially Joey.
Oh man, yeah,
you would have loved it, Tom. They booed every referee that we brought in there,
as they should. You don't boo the nerds. Everybody needs to know that referees and umpires in any sport or any kind of activity, they're nerds. Always will be. Nerds. Yes, you boo the nerds. That's what we do. Okay, they are not well-liked people. Now look at me in comparison to these two nerds, right? You cheer me, you boo these two. It's simple logic.
It doesn't work when you tell them that. You should know that by now.
They know exactly why I say these things is because I had to talk down to them to be smart enough to figure it out for them fucking selves. God. Ace, it's like you know nothing about how the show works. Stop typing. Fucking talk to me, god damn it. Fucking interacting more with your keyboard than you are us.
Hi, Lord.
Teenage girl on her fucking phone.
All right. Well, are we going to actually talk about something, though? I'm going to be honest, Tommy. Take it down a notch, the gimmick stuff. Like,
whoa.
Taking up the whole show.
The gimmick? This is a...
Later,
what?
Unique.
Good to see you down there in Knoxville, and I'm sure we'll see you in Newton, buddy.
Thanks, Unique, I guess. Anyhow, this is a lifestyle, okay? It's the quote-unquote hashtag top shelf life. Okay, this is not no gimmick.
Like, we actually have to talk about wrestling, not you.
Oakdale,
Minnesota.
HTW. Nice.
Diamond Dallas Page going to be at MAW. Huh.
Is he really?
I guess. Medusa in Iowa this weekend, too.
Yeah.
Cedar Rapids or some shit?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that is about.
All right,
so I guess they said they found another $5 million of hidden money in WWE.
Oh my God.
$5 billion? Is that what you said?
I guess.
Mil.
Two more NDAs, like 07 and 2011.
07 to 2011. Would that not make it like a Rosa Mendez?
I mean,
Alicia Fox,
right?
Reign?
Right?
I mean, those seem like two very logical.
And the two train wrecks, right?
Well, Rosa for sure. Alicia, I always thought
she
Alicia Fox had some good matches.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I think Rosa Mendez was a fucking train wreck.
Did you hear about when Fox got in Ronda Rousey's husband's face at that first WrestleMania Rousey was at wrestling?
Yeah, because they had to separate backstage and shit too. Yeah, but I mean,
she was so she had a real bad drinking problem back then. Fox did. She had to
that's ultimately why
she had to
now.
leave.
Good for her.
Yeah. Medusa's at the Iowa State Fair. Oh, is she bringing her Bigfoot trucky thing? Right, she's a monster truck driver too, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
That'd be
yeah,
dope.
fuck yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a monster truck thing?
Yep.
No, but I delivered pizzas to a guy who was working on Wolverine. Used to be based out of Big Lake, Minnesota, so that thing
Oh,
was pretty
shit.
fucking cool. Yeah,
Dang,
We had
at least for a couple
when
of years.
that's
When I worked
freaking,
up
that's
at,
actually kind of cool.
when I worked up the radio station in Fargo, we had a couple different times they'd come in and work with the station and had it out at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. And one of the best parts of it was, aside from the monster trucks going around and doing it, they had a little contest where if you wanted to drive your own vehicle in a race on the obstacle course, you could do it and win $100. And we saw a guy just beat the living shit out of his Jeep and basically kill it.
All for $100, huh? People are fucking dumb.
Well, no, he didn't win.
Right.
Oh,
win.
Real quick, guys, new match has been announced for tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Ricky Starks taking on Aaron the Solo. Just
nice.
announced. Which, yeah, I'm down. I like me some Ricky Starks. What do you guys think of that? Is that not? Because I saw someone make mention of this, and I was like, "It does." You're right. They were right, but I'm also like, I don't know if I care though, because there's never really. Someone was like, "Well, why should I care about him dropping the FTR title? Why should I care about Hook?" Because they're like, there's really no rhyme or reason to that thing. And it's like, well, you're right, but there's never really been. It's a title that a dude just made up and said he was the champ.
First of all,
I think
it's not the FTR, it's the FTW.
Oh, FTW, sorry.
So you're saying JR?
No, I was gonna say that the one of the big reasons that the FTR belt, not only the belt but the whole Taz faction is split apart, is so Taz can do commentary without having to keep tilting toward his guys, because he's going to be on there now full time.
Which
we talk,
which JR definitely seemed bitter about that one.
Yeah,
in Waterloo.
Yeah, even the explanation about JR coming out in the second half seems a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, did you not see that Taz was asked as far as who would he consider like the Vince Scully, since that was a big thing of wrestling, and he said Gorilla, Gordon Soley, JR. So, okay. I mean, he did mention the three that most people would say anyways. So,
yeah.
And by the way,
I don't think
everybody who's getting all upset about and weird about Vince Scully and shit like that, it's just a man who called Dodgers games. Like, fucking relax, okay? Jesus Christ.
Olivia Newton-John died too. Did you see that, Tom?
I did see that. I actually was genuinely concerned about that for about 3 seconds, and I realized like she did one movie and had like 2 or 3 songs that she was famous for. Who the fuck is watching a video right now?
I had 2 different people sing Olivia Newton-John same song last night at hosting karaoke. It was
must have been a fucking nightmare for you. Let me guess, they're both from Greece.
Yeah, right. Hopelessly Devoted to You. That's from Greece, right?
Yep.
And
yeah,
you're the one that I want.
No,
right?
They didn't do that one. Just
really?
They both sang the same song.
I'll say this though too. I'm really pissed off that when I turn on my Hulu, their first recommendation is that I watch Grease in remembrance of Olivia Newton-John. Fuck you, Hulu. I'll do what I want, and that's not watch Grease. You fucking
you can
assholes.
always cancel your subscription if you like.
Listen,
who was it that? Oh, was that
sure
you?
They're
then
not going to care.
Oh, was that you in Waterloo that said you were telling us you had never seen it, right? When it was on the TV,
what?
Grease.
What? No, I've seen Grease.
Oh, who were we talking to? That was like, maybe it was someone else. Maybe
it was Wes.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know if you were in the room with us, Tommy, because this might have been when you were still sleeping. Yeah,
no.
Or were you with us?
No, because Devin had on Grease or whatever on rotation with like 3 movies and stuff like that, like all on like MTV or VH1 or something like that. Like, Grease was one of them, and I was like, I don't know, whatever. Like other movies from that general area era, I think. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes had like no idea what grease was. It's like, what?
I think that was Friday during the day before like going to the show, because I think we were just hanging out in you guys' room, and I think because he had his bag with him already, and then literally as we show up and then find out that all that shit with him and the show and also.
Yeah, that was funny. Tommy, here you go. Malice sent this so we could show everybody, and this is the dive.
This is what y'all miss when you don't see Madhouse. Somebody always comes out of this fucking balcony. It's been an Impact show and then 2 Madhouse shows here.
Shout out to Countryside Wedding Events. They had a blast. They loved it.
Wedding and Event Center, excuse me.
Yes. There's Clay. Gonna try to suplex him over onto that table in the ring.
All right, Goro, just calm down with the Katie Vick shit. Oh boy. This is the thing. I even told him beforehand, like before that first show, I said, don't do anything too extreme with this fucking heater coil up here. If you knock that down, man, you are going to be fucking pain out
big
your
burn
ass.
Mark. Oh my god, like 3rd-degree burns.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you knock that down, man, like, they're going to be fucking pain to get fixed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so...
That's fucking gnarly, though, dude. That is some gnarly shit.
Barely caught that door, too.
Who's that guy?
Hey, look, it's Luke. Hey, it's Luke.
Yeah, homeboy's not moving.
Well, I mean, it did look like he landed on his fucking head.
Yeah, he kind of did. It was pretty scary.
It's not a good... I mean, I love that balcony there, but when I saw the Jimmy Wild video and then saw Clay Cooper do it, that first show, dude, it's a nasty fucking bump, dude.
Yeah. I'm sure Luke deserved that.
I don't know. Luke's still here. Did you deserve it? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, Luke.
Get out the ring, Luke.
Look at Christian. He's pissed. I mean, I wouldn't get in AJ's way, though. Like, that's why I didn't go in there. I ain't getting
good old
way.
Goro here. I'm sure that's going to catapult his career to heights never seen. Ha ha! Zing!
Man.
Fuck you. Oh boy!
Just killing this one. I didn't deserve shit.
Just remember, I didn't say that you deserved it either, Luke. See, I'm not even the bad guy on this one.
And the win! AJ was pissed.
By the way, did Manders show up and just throw AJ through a fucking chair again at the end of the match? Because that would have been fucking cool.
He did not. Some kids were asking though. They're like, "Is the corn belt cowboy gonna be here?" Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that guy's so busy too right now, man. Like, I don't know where you can fucking find.
Yeah, he's a busy dude. He's keeping it going, man. Out on that East Coast and shit. So yeah, there it is. That was a good time, guys.
That was
Quality show from the boys at Madhouse.
and quite a way to end the show with that. It was a huge win. I mentioned this before we came on. I don't know if I've ever seen or heard an audience explode the way they did when Clay won.
It was very good. It was a good time, man. His whole family was there. They came in the ring. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a good show. It was super hot, like a freaking sauna. It's fucking,
Yeah.
But
That's what
Tommy,
means, right? By a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Yep. We actually were able to find food after the show this time because we were in a different town and not in Knoxville because they had the races going. So it was crazy busy in actual Knoxville.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because by the time we got into Knoxville proper, man, there was nothing fucking open,
No,
which is weird because it wasn't like it went very long. But I mean, there was a little bit of cleanup and stuff like that, a little bit of loading stuff back up.
dude, it was
But,
like
I mean,
11. It was like 11:30.
Yeah, but also,
Yeah.
I mean, like the Walmart was fucking closed. Everything was fucking closed.
Tell
Yeah,
the
we got
story,
some-
Aiden, about our detour.
Tom. So the hotel right next to a Hardee's. So we're like, hell yeah, 2 Madhouse shows in a row. We're getting Hardee's breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was drive-through only, and like we were kind of wanting to go in and eat. So we were like, So we went to the Perkins next to the hotel, right?
Uh-huh.
We're in there, we get our food, whatever. I'm like looking at the phone. I see JR moving his shit, so I know the waitress is coming. I'm all of a sudden I just hear this, oh. Dude, our waitress dropped all of our food on like the booth next to us.
Oh my god! Did
I
she
didn't-
trip or something? Or
JR, how did she do it?
She just lost her balance. She was trying to put down one of those tray holder things, and as she was putting it down, the big tray that had the food on it started slipping. She tried to balance it back up, overcorrected, and she almost got it, but then it was freaking crazy.
Like orange juice and gravy on the guy next to us and shit. Like,
ooh, what a combo!
dude, she was shaking, Tommy. When
Oh,
she
she
finally
was-
came back to us, you could see her walking out of the kitchen like this.
Oh yeah, it makes you a little uneasy, man. I've seen people do that with pizzas that come out of the oven where it slips off the paddle, falls on the floor, and then they were fucking shaky for like 2 weeks, not wanting to take anything out of the ovens. It's like Jesus
fuck.
Christ, man.
And
She
then,
looked
and
at-
then,
Get over it.
and then,
Right.
and then
That's
they-
what we told her.
But then the other part was when the food was actually ready again, another girl brought it out.
Of course you did.
Oh, yeah, she did. Well, the best part is when she dropped everything as she's cleaning it up, like on her hands and knees in between our table and the booth next to us. She just looks at JR and she's like, "Your food's gonna be a little bit."
Oh
Thanks, Luke. Take care, buddy.
Love you, Luke.
yeah, stick around. Come back
Talk
around
to
next
you.
week too, Luke. You putz. It's not all about you, man. It's not all about your show. You can come hang out whenever you want, man.
But anyway, no,
yeah, come hang out with us and Jordan Max next week.
Yeah, here you go. I totally forgot about that story. I was talking about the story how we skirted the entire city of Knoxville and bypassed the freaking sprint car races.
Dude, so many drunk people down there, Tommy, for those races. Like, there was just so many
yeah.
campers. It was insane. Like, when we and you went, it was like a ghost town, and it was not like that this time.
I mean, we were in the shadows of the racetrack there, and
Yeah, that hotel and shit. So as we were going, we drove by all that, but the race hadn't started, so it wasn't crazy. Like, we were able to drive through pretty easily.
Mhm.
Well, on the way back, the races were ending the same time the show, or we were leaving. And so I thought, like, Tommy, you know JR too, just from doing a good set in comedy and then getting in the car, or just, when we've gone to a good show and we're all hyped after, like, we're all like, oh man, that was such a fun show, driving, and we're like, oh man, Tommy missed it, wish he was here. Like, I wonder how the show went up there. Fucking, like, dude, it's such a good night. And I'm,
hold on,
all
pause,
this shit.
Pause for a second. You genuinely wish I was
We
there?
did. You can actually ask JR. We talked
About
about
time you guys acknowledge that I am actually
We
the
said-
fucking life of the party here. Oh, my
But
God,
we
it's
didn't
so
say
exciting.
that. We just said you're part of the crew.
Oh,
We're
well.
all the life of the party together.
Okay, go ahead. I'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
So we thought we missed a turn because we were just too busy talking about everything.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, now we're in, like, residential, just turning down neighborhood streets, and we're like, where the fuck? Next thing you know, we popped out right by the Super 8 that me and you stayed at in Knoxville. Google literally knew the traffic and we weren't paying attention. It just was bypassing all of it, so we didn't have to drive back through town because the race had just ended and everybody was out there. And then when we got like a little bit out, dude, there was like one guy in the middle of nowhere just riding his bike drunk, his bicycle. Like,
of course.
like we went to the gas station to get food where we were staying. There's just people pouring in from the races and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude, that's a weird area, man. Like when you see that big a track for sprint car, dude, like we're not talking NASCAR here. It's not like NASCAR shows up in the middle of fucking Iowa, man. Like that's that's locals, man, getting like that huge audience, right? Like that. So
no, that's national, Tom. That's been the national. What? Why are you angry? There's also a NASCAR track in Newton, Iowa.
There is.
Yeah.
There was also like a tiny track that we drove by.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that one was, but
yeah. Okay, so you're saying it's a national thing? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame is in Knoxville, Iowa. Well, you're the one that started talking about it like you fucking knew everything.
What? What?
I is Speedway in Newton. Yeah. I don't know how people watch that
NASCAR
shit.
trucks too.
How do you watch racing? Like, it's just boring.
I have never been
the
able
crashes,
to do it.
man. It's the same people who go to the demolition derby at every county fair ever because
you still
all they want to
like
see is the crashes, man. I don't know. I mean, you figured like they would have lost every one of their fucking fans after Dale Earnhardt died in a crash, and they've been like, "Oh shit, people can die from this shit."
People could die in a car going over 100 miles per hour in a circle, really close to other cars doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, dude, when I was like a teenager, it's like, oh, look at that fucking crash, it's so crazy. And now I'm, not a teenager, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that. Oh, did he die?
Yeah.
Is he okay? He's on fire. Like, I don't know. I don't get the same joy out of it anymore. Look, he's making a right turn.
Yeah.
Left turn, Dan. It's a left turn. If he made a right turn, that'd be fucking real news.
Then he's dying. then he's Dale Earnhardt it up.
That's how Dale Earnhardt did it. Yeah, he took a right when he should have taken a left.
He got bumped, you fucking sons of bitches. He got bumped.
I know. Dude, I was working or not working. I was interning at a news station when that happened. I remember seeing it come in there. They're all reporting on it.
I was working at the Walmart in Elk River, and I stashed a few toys like diecast with his image and car.
Good call.
And then saved them and then bought them later. And then I was told that couldn't happen ever again, and that any kind of fucking
Matchbox.
No, they didn't catch me, but like anything that came in that was Matchbox or Hot Wheels or anything with NASCAR on it was a fucking move to the back room immediately so they could sort it out to make sure that if any Dale Earnhardt stuff was in there, it was kept aside for real collectors, which meant somebody who was willing to pay 3 times as much.
Fuck, dude.
Raising them up. Number 3, baby.
That's a good call, though. I would have done that, too. I would have been like, yo, I'm going to buy some of this shit right now. This
fuck yeah, suck it on the storage, baby.
Hell
Who wants a Dale Earnhardt shit? I'll bring those down to Iowa next year. I'll sell them.
I bet if you just posted up outside somewhere, someone would stop by and be like, you got Dale Earnhardt shit?
Oh, you know what? I'll bring it to the farmer's market next year. In
Waterloo.
I'll come up with fucking 3 things that are all just Dale Earnhardt and
and you walk away with more money than anybody else that had a stand there that day.
You're fuck right, dude.
Look, Tina's dad collected Dale Earnhardt stuff.
Yeah, I'm not lying, dude. That's you
insane.
throw fucking 3, and one of them wasn't even like a Dale Earnhardt car. It was a Dale Jr. car, but it was the placard behind it is 2 pictures, and it's the driver and the owner of the car. So you see Dale Jr., the number 8 car, and then Dale Earnhardt right there. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm getting for sure because he ain't gonna be there forever.
Right, and he's not right. Isn't he done?
Yeah, Dale Jr.'s retired, but he moved over to Hendrick Motorsports. Why do I know anything about fucking racing?
I don't know, but you do. So
fucking ESPN, baby. I know a lot of things about a lot of different things, man. I mean,
it is true. If you leave ESPN just like all day in the background, you end up like just knowing random shit about sports.
See, here's the thing. Yeah, I played trivia last night by myself, and there was 8 teams. I played by myself as my lone team, and I still got 4th place. That should tell you something.
That's not bad.
It was 1980s trivia, in the decade I was born in, and I still got fucking 4th place.
Nice.
So, not quite that top shelf life. That would have been 1st place. But, you know what? Fucking playing trivia by yourself, it ain't too bad. Don't have to deal with anybody giving the wrong fucking answers. What's that, JR? I'm sorry, what?
If you'd had your boys with you, you'd probably do a little bit better.
You know what? Honestly, if I had you guys, I probably would have done a lot better because JR over here is old as shit, so he remembers, of course, not only the 1980s, but the 1880s and 1780s and 1680s and 1580s.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking old as dirt, this motherfucker. So,
Fuck yeah.
Cover
but
it all.
anyhow.
Cover it all. Did you guys see this? They're saying that WWE is going to be more violent under Triple H as well.
Good.
Should have been. I mean, I knew that there was already talk before Vince gave it up that they were going to move away from like the 14, like, or into the PG-14 realm and not the PG, or TV-14, not the PG. Excuse me.
I mean, we were talking about this, Tommy, over the weekend, and it was like, we have been talking for years. And even since the day one, you being on this show, you've been part of this conversation. And that is, we're never going to see this shit change, are we? It's literally going to be this old man fucking has to die in order to see anything positively change for WWE, because this guy's just got such a vice grip on it and is so out of touch that it's tanking what could be. And now, due to this guy can't keep it in his pants, fucking happy birthday to all of us, because now we're seeing the day we never thought would come. And I mean, we saw the Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and Bailey faction at SummerSlam. Huge. We got Dexter Lumis causing havoc on Raw and then gets arrested at the end last night. Brilliant.
Yep.
Karrion Kross is not a gimp.
Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
Yes.
Dude, yeah.
No,
and he's going to be like the major heel.
Yeah.
So one thing that I find very interesting about a lot of this stuff is not only like that we said it, and that you brought up like Vince couldn't keep his pants. For some reason, Wedding Crashers came up on the TV at the hotel one late Friday morning or Saturday morning, excuse me, and one of the lines in there is Jane Seymour's character says that her and the senator had been married for over 30 years and faithful for the first 2. And I'm like, that sounds a lot like fucking Vince now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Linda has got her side hustle too. Like, let's be real honest and stuff. If she knew what was going on and it was just part of the agreement, like, I'm not going to divorce you and we're going to do these storylines. Sure, I don't give a shit, but I mean, maybe she was actually just nicer to people instead of having to fucking pay them off. She's just like, "Are we good? Did you have fun?"
Right.
Gross.
Well, and
fuck.
I know it is gross. Well, and then also, guys, Laurinaitis officially fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually about like 2 weeks past due, if you ask me.
Well, it sounds like it may have happened a while ago. It just they didn't say shit, or that, or I don't know. It just
that should have been something you say right away when you have the internal investigations. Is saying from conclusions, you say that like right away is when you can see that they were part of it. Because then you make him the fall guy, not necessarily Vince, right? Like,
no, and I bet you Bella's mom's is just whooping Laurinaitis' ass. Like, get the fuck out of my house.
It depends on what happened, right? Because I mean, they
and I suppose this, it was probably way before. Well,
no,
I don't know though, man. You can start talking 2011. I think it's bleeding over.
Probably
if he's in that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy, but I'm liking it. I'm here for the ride. I'm excited to see what WWE is going to do. It's man, I'm excited. We're going to Dynamite tomorrow. Like, I'm kind of getting the juices back for like. I've probably watched more wrestling this week on TV than I have in a long time.
Well, I got both TVs up on the wall, boys. So I sent you the picture of that, and so they're both up on the wall now.
Zach.
Oh my god! Yeah, thanks for that information there, Zach. Also, Dan, thanks for letting us know that Wisconsin loves NASCAR. What a fucking shock! Anyhow, no, it is fun though, as far as being able to respect the whole product, because I've said that I never really got into WWE because I was a WCW guy. So seeing the death really hurt me, and I wanted to get away from a lot of that shit. That's why I kind of went to TNA, not just because I thought that they could win, but just because it was something different and I enjoyed it. And the guys fucking tried. which is not something you saw a lot of in the mid to late 2000s and early 2010s. Like, you didn't see a lot of that shit in the WWE because guys knew their spots, right? So I don't have to work hard. I just have to produce, right? So I'm going to go out. No one's going to die during my matches. We're going to have 2-3 stars by Meltzer's standards, right? But now I think you actually have people who realize the business might fucking change completely. Because again, if Dexter Lumis was just Samuel Shaw for like 3 shows on NWA, what's to say that we don't have some talent swaps and stuff, or who's to say that WWE doesn't try to work with a New Japan or something of the like in and around the different parts of the globe. So,
well, and here's the deal. If anyone was ever going to do that with WWE, it'd be Triple H.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
JJ?
hey, JJ, he'd be the one that would be like, well, hang on. If we can all benefit off this, where Vince is like, no. Only we benefit. You don't get nothing out of this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. I think Triple H, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I think Triple H realizes that if you make, if the collective makes 10 million and you make 7 million of that and the other company makes 3 and they still win off of that 3 million, there's no fucking harm in playing that game. Like, there's just not. And I think we might be the closest to actually being able to see some of these, not forbidden doors, but like, if you will, like a Super Bowl kind of thing of WWE versus AEW or something of the like, because it sounds like there's never been fucking issues between Khan and Triple H as far as if they've ever had interactions before. So, or that they've both mentioned that they would be open to possible partnerships. And I think that's the biggest thing right now is it can be a lot of fucking fun, man. I think that's what we all wanted, right? Just to play fucking nice.
All for one show a year where you get the best of the best, no matter what brand, no company, and they're all a part of it. And we really do get to see these fucking, or you know what? It's wrestling. They can do whatever they want and make it up. So like, okay, you don't want to do it yearly because that is a lot of pressure. Fine. Treat it like the fucking Olympics. Every 4 years, we get one big show where they all come together. It's in one of the bigger stadiums somewhere in North America, and it's like a whole fucking thing. They all run their own shows around. One night, though, it's just this big show. You got all the signing. It could literally turn into one of the biggest wrestling convention weekends ever. And really, that's what Mania Week kind of turned into, is just they're kind of like, yeah, they're all around, but we don't acknowledge it. But if you do it where you acknowledge it, and you do that one big show where we get these matchups, I mean, shit.
Well, I mean,
first of all, the pay-per-view sales and the ticket sales alone.
Right. We kind of actually saw what that could be with, I mean, obviously the Ric Flair match itself was dog shit, but who was on that card? I mean, again, you had MLW represented with Jacob Fatu going up against Josh Alexander. So Impact is represented. Then you have Andrade, obviously, in the main match with Jay Lethal. So AEW is there, and technically ROH as far as Lethal's back and forth and stuff, along with Jeff Jarrett, who's WWE. I mean, that's what we all want to see, anyways, is something to kind of liven our spirits, man. Like, what's something we haven't seen? Well, fuck, I've never seen Josh Alexander versus Jacob Fatu, because if it ever existed before, it's on an indie, not anywhere close to where I fucking am. Or no one has the fucking tape for it or the video for it. So that's what I'm thinking is, if you kind of like a Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. And any wrestling fan I know, if you told them that Randy Orton tomorrow is taking on Jungle Boy, fuck, dude, sign me up, man. I just want to see how that goes down. Either way, whoever wins that one, I'm still cool with, because it's something we haven't fucking seen before. Give me Luchasaurus versus, well, Claudio even, fuck, dude. Like, I know it's in the same promotion, but I haven't seen that. I haven't seen Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. That's not in the fucking, well, I mean, I guess this was this last week, I guess. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're already building up to the idea, like, you can find these matches a lot of different places. on the indies, but you bring the top 4 or 5 brands together to actually just fucking create stuff that we want to see. Jesus. And again, you're right. Every 4 years, I'm cool with that. That's something that, you know how much money people would fucking drop to see an actual supercard every fucking 4 years? Or now I'm going to see MJF in any kind of form in any promotion against somebody else he fucking desperately hates. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm probably signing my life away to the devil right there.
I'm paying $100 at the least for that pay-per-view if I can't go.
Right.
For sure. Exactly. No problems, no issues, no questions asked. Because I'm not missing that. Road Dogg helper. Yeah. Okay. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can all acknowledge the fact that when you look at the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg didn't do shit.
No, wait a minute. Isn't it interesting though that he seems to just be berating AEW and yet still begging for a job?
Yeah, I know. He's a weird dude.
Well, I mean, honestly, the Armstrongs will always work. I mean, his dad worked forever, whether it was in Impact or the NWA, wherever he could find his brother. Whatever fucking was his name. He still worked forever, even though he was like a jobber all through the 80s. He still worked at everything from WWE to WCW to early ROH to fucking every indie as well. So an Armstrong in wrestling will find a fucking way, dude.
They all do.
They won't fucking win much, and they won't be the fucking. I mean, I guess Bullet Bob's probably in the Hall of Fame, I think, but the WWE one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Brad Armstrong. But no, I mean, even Dan's right there. Like the Bunkhouse Battle Royal featuring guys from OVW. Like again, you know, if the top tier promotions are doing that kind of stuff, I would love to see something where JCW or GCW is going against like PWG or something like that. I mean, a lot of those guys probably work both places, but you know, then it just opens up more opportunities for these guys and gals to work. And that's what we all want. I mean, JR, you know, comedy, man, like fuck, if people don't play nice and stuff like that and they say, oh, you can only work at this club, man. Like, thank God Minneapolis was never like that. I don't work at either Acme or House Comedy or anywhere in Minneapolis per se, but like to not have those opportunities because, oh, well, we don't like each other. And if you work there, you can't work here. Dude, who the fuck told you were God? Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. I understand why it's done. In some cases, it's because, at least from comedy, it's because they don't want it's that they don't want you to be at one place and then be at the other place across town, even though the audiences are totally different.
Right.
Because they don't want to advertise the same people. And I mean, I get it. Most places,
I understand that.
Yeah, and most places are happy to, but with wrestling, it's certainly different because it's not going to hurt anybody. I mean, if you like wrestling, you're going to like wrestling. Period.
This is true. This is very true. Fanny Pack Kid was the first. We're going to all be Fanny Pack Kids at the Mall of America.
Hell yes, baby.
We certainly will be. I'll rep that shit anywhere I fucking go.
Hell yeah, dude. Are we going to dress up for that show? Should we do the Luger shirts? Could we find the puffy white shirts?
That's a good fucking question, man.
You think they'll wheel his old ass out?
No. I think Eric Cannon realizes there's enough skeletons in that closet that you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, because if he shows up, I'm going to be like, you killed Elizabeth.
His AEW biography just played this week.
Yeah, I've seen that. I didn't see it, but I've seen it.
I haven't watched it. I'm interested to see how these new ones go. And
it wasn't a puffy shirt. It was that stupid fucking 90s look where it was a collared shirt with no actual collar.
No collar, the one button.
I know it was a button up. It was just a collar.
But like it has that like one noticeable button.
Yeah, like yeah. But like you don't see it with these fucking shots that I'm seeing right now. But yeah, it wasn't the puffy shirt. Like we all imagine it was like the fucking weird Seinfeld thing.
Yeah, that's where that came from. Okay. I mean, yeah, we should. I mean, yeah, we should rock those.
If I can find one, man. I know I had one for a while when I was a kid, but Lord knows that wouldn't fucking fit me now.
I seriously don't like him though, and that is because he killed Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Like I
You
100%
don't need to keep-
he was at fault for that. What the
Yeah. Yeah, because his 911 call was fucking late because he wanted to try and stay out of fucking trouble. But
Yep.
Dude, that was my first crush as like a young lad.
that was
Miss
every
Elizabeth.
wrestling fan's first crush.
Ugh, and he ruined it. Fucking
Well, I mean that, or if you depending, I guess, when you grew up. If you were an '80s kid or you grew up in that era, Elizabeth was your first crush. If you grew up in like the '90s, I mean, Elizabeth was still first, but like Tori Wilson
Sable.
and Stacy Keibler were close behind. As
or
far as
Attitude
crush.
Era Sable.
And then
the most-
Trish
Yeah,
and
that was-
Lita. Actually, I never really liked Sable.
No, she rarely did come.
I was actually more of a Deborah
Missy Hyatt.
person, to be
I
honest
was
with
a-
you.
Terry Reynolds myself. Look at that Aria right there. We'll see him this weekend.
This Sunday.
Maybe even tomorrow. I'm sure he might somehow get.
You know
on
what?
the
Yeah,
show.
Dan, you're right. Missy Hyde or Sunny was probably in there too. So
Sunny days, Brett. Sunny days, Brett. That's hilarious that they said that shit. I want to know if it's true though, because we all know.
Wait, hold on, JJ. Are you asking that? Are you saying that you still wouldn't, and or you still would? Because you said, still
JJ,
would.
she killed some people, right?
She did. She killed a lot of people.
Oh,
because one is a lot,
dude. And the fact that she still thinks she's innocent is such beyond me. Like, lady, at this point, can you just admit your life turned into a freaking train wreck and you're a horrible person? Can we just admit this? Like, why are you still trying to act like you're innocent in all this shit that you've done?
Because people think that they're sober, like that's the thing. She thinks if she gets sober, like this shit didn't happen. It's like, no, it fucking did.
Yeah, she'll need bail money and a ride. Oh, that's funny. Didn't Ziggler like fuck her? Wasn't that like a big story that was getting talked about for a while?
Oh yeah, gosh, that was a while ago, huh?
Or she did it. Yeah,
she
talked about it.
She was the one bragging about all the guys she banged.
Yeah, she did that on one of those shoot video interviews that she did. Shoot You or whatever one was. I can't remember, but Sonny, what a rag. I met her. She was nice when I met her.
Sure she was, because she wasn't.
But this was also, I was going to say this was also like probably 5 years before things got really bad. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, well, big week, boys. Big week. We got Dynamite and Rampage tomorrow night. We've got Madhouse show, at least for sure, me and you, Tommy. We'll see if the big guy shows up or not. Don't be a bitch. And then, we got Mall of America show in a few weeks as well. It's coming up. And All Out. We're going to preview All Out. We got Jordan Max next week to talk about Dynamite that we're going to tomorrow. I go on vacation Thursday, boys, so I'm excited for that as well.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
You should be excited.
I am. I need it after that fucking COVID stint after Waterloo. That was bullshit, bro.
Yeah, that's what everybody in your work is going to tell you. Like, oh, sure, you took time off during COVID and shit, but no, fucking.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm lucky. My boss is totally like, that was bad timing. But he's all about it. Like, I'm leaving it. I was like, hey, I'm leaving tomorrow at 3 because I got somewhere to be. And he's like, yeah, cool. I got a wrestling show to be at with my friends.
Good boss.
That is a good boss. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4:30. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
I was going to say, hopefully we'll be done by 4:15 at work, get home, shower up, and be down, as basically the doors are getting open by 5 o'clock. So I may not be able to get over to Donovan's, but if you guys are there,
you got your tickets up for you guys, right?
Yeah. And
so for any reason, do you want us to wait in the lobby, or do you want to just?
No, I can just meet you there. Literally, I've given them to my buddy Mike Friesen, who's joining us, and then Wayne Burfine will be there too. Oh, thanks JJ for the bits, by the way. This is what I was talking about, everybody. This is how you start a hype train. You give us some fucking bits, some subs, you fucking morons. And I will fucking stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Oh, I want to mention this. If you guys do tweet about the show tomorrow and you see JR's sign, if you tweet about it or if you post on Instagram, on your story or whatever, hashtag the number 2 count,
right there in the bottom.
You'll be entered into win some patches or a patch to anybody who might be tweeting you. So
Yeah.
do and be active. Try and get us out there as much as you can. You spreading the word helps us immensely, probably more than us even trying to fucking do these fucking goddamn patches. So if you love us, guys, help spread the word.
Really nice
And that's the sign that you're going to look for, because it's going to be oppressive.
Or JR's big fat ass wearing a 2-count shirt, or my big fat ass wearing a 2-count shirt if they happen to
That
pan
too.
up into the crowd and shit. So
That
I don't have a 2-count shirt.
that's your own damn fault.
Well, it's because I ordered them. I ordered mine so quickly. They didn't have the right file when they printed mine, so my shirts came out really fucking blurry.
His is pixely.
So I don't wear them because they look shitty.
Well, then order some more.
I do. I got to, and I will, because I got to get some anyways. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Well, Tommy, he'll be there at the show. So guys, come see us tomorrow night if you see it. Tina, if you go to the website, I think you can order our logo on a neon colored shirt, possibly.
You can actually, yes.
Yeah,
there's a neon green option, or a neon orange if you would like to clash with red.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't look awesome. Yeah. I think you can even get a little tie dye maybe. But yeah, man. JR and I and some of the other people, some of our other friends, will be meeting tomorrow at 4:30 at O'Donovan's. Doors are at 5, so we'll probably head in there about 5:30. But we'll meet over there, maybe grab a snack or a quick drink and head in. And then Tommy will be with me. JR will be down by the ring. And we're going to have all kinds of good times.
Yes, sir. Should be a great time. Again, make sure you guys, if you see us, post on social media or, pause the TV, take a quick picture, send it over our way. We would love to see JR any way we can. I mean, not really, but he's the best we're going to have. So
nice. Yeah, next time we're down that way, we may have to stop by over there, Tina. That's a good place.
Yeah, because Marshalltown's not too far from Newton.
It is not, so maybe we'll hit that on lunch on the way home.
Yeah, you can get our shirts online too, Tina.
October 22nd.
Right?
I'm going to shut the ticker off there. All right. Yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you boys. I'm going to be posting the West Briscoe and Big Ace live show from Waterloo here in the next week on the YouTube channel. So watch for that, guys.
Nice. That was a good show.
Y'all got anything coming up?
Not till the 27th.
Yeah, no, I mean, the 27th, I'll be in Waterloo with you, Ace, for Absolute. And then
we got a preview show for that coming up soon, too.
Yeah, then we're going to have some stuff later on in September, October, but I'm waiting to kind of hear back from a few bookers as well about some stuff maybe in September.
What year? Huh?
September.
What? No, Dan's asking what year, Ace. What did I miss that I'm asking?
I don't know what you're asking. Yeah, I don't know what he's asking about either.
I had COVID in June after going to a Grateful Dead show.
Oh, are you asking when I had COVID? Like 3-4 weeks ago?
Dirty, filthy hippies.
Yeah, because the other show never. Yeah. Well, Dan, in true Hall of Fame weekend fashion, we discovered yesterday that there were issues with the recording. So it is going to be a little delayed for the Hall of Fame actual show on the IPW YouTube by about a week, because I'm going to have to finish it next week. Because I got vacation and I need some help with it, and I can't do that till next week with that person. So,
all right. Well, Thomas, Ace, all of you in the chat that have stuck with us the entire night, and, we appreciate you so much. And we will see you tomorrow night if you're lucky. Otherwise, we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great week. Bye-bye.